I am well. How old are you?
I'm 27.
All right. So, I'm talking about this whole notion of cost or sacrifice. What is a man? Or did you have a question? Turn off the comments on your turn off the comments on your
My
page.
phone just went out.
Okay. I'm talking about is a man a cost or a sacrifice? Or do you have a question?
Can you like further
Are
explain
you
that
single or
to
are you
me?
married?
Single.
Any children?
No.
All right. I've asked the question. I've been asking the question to women: would you be willing to quit your full-time job to work part-time for your man?
Yes.
All right. Would you? So, well, that already changed. So, do you want to get married?
Um, I actually do. Eventually. Yes.
Eventually, by what age?
Um, in the next few years, I would say.
Next few years? Next 3 years? Next 5 years?
By 30, probably. Yeah.
What month is your birthday in?
May.
So you'll be 28 in May.
Yes.
And do you want children after marriage?
Yes, I would like one boy and one girl.
Do you want 2 kids? You can't predict that.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
I did,
Did you complete
but
college?
sorry?
Did you complete college?
No, I did not actually. I wanted to be a psychologist, but then I changed my mind. I'm actually a barber, hairstylist.
Here we go. And unmarriable. When I asked about marriage, why was the hesitation like, one day? And then it turns out you want to be married in less than 2 years and some change.
I'm a little nervous.
Why?
That's probably why there was hesitation.
Why?
Um, I don't know.
I don't know why you ladies feel like that's a sufficient answer. That's your biological clock. You're about to slam head face first into the wall. How long's your longest relationship?
2 years.
When did it end?
A year ago.
Who ended it?
It was mutual.
No, it's never mutual. It's never mutual. So either we're gonna have a real conversation or I'm just gonna come on, it's never mutual. Who ended it?
Um, it actually was mutual. Um,
It's never mutual.
yeah.
Never mutual. See, I'm already seeing the issue here, but I don't know if you see it.
What's the issue?
Oh, no. We do it my way, not yours. It's never mutual. Who ended it?
I
Man,
mean, we
the
were like,
likelihood of you and Roger coming to the house on a Thursday at 5 o'clock and saying, you know what? You know what? I think we should end it. And y'all on the same page at the same time. That's mutual. No. There's a problem, there's a breakup, come on.
yeah. I
Okay, then
mean,
don't
we were just like arguing a lot and like we just both decided
how
that
many
like
times have you guys broken up before you the final breakup?
a couple times.
How many
Yeah,
times did
it
you
was
cheat?
kind of
How
like
many
it was
times did
kind
you
of like
cheat?
no. I never cheated on him.
You never had sex with another man.
No.
Never had sex with another woman.
No.
You never gave your number to a man in DM.
The only time I did that was with clients.
So if you were in
When
a
they
happy
wanted to come
committed,
in.
so if you were in a happy committed, monogamous, fulfilling relationship, you mean to tell me your text messages with your ex would have stood up to him just going through and looking at them?
It didn't really have much to do with that. I mean,
I'm
it
just
was
saying,
more
man, you
so,
know what I'm saying is women often think cheating is having sex, and you guys often flirt with men. Y'all
hmm
have men up on deck and everything else. I'm not new to this. But at the
yeah,
end of the day, we move forward. You're 28, you're a barber.
yes.
Seriously. At what
He
age?
was he was definitely intimidated by my job. That's for sure.
Bro?
He didn't like the fact that, I was cutting men's hair. I think that kind of
How old was he?
2 years older than me.
What did he do for a living?
Insurance.
Okay. We'll come back to that one.
Okay.
But if you had to say, you're 28 chronologically, how would you say you're emotionally?
Um, I don't know. I would say a lot of people tell me I'm mature for my age.
Okay. For 28?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Or like, yeah.
28, man, in 1940 or 1950, you would have been married and probably had 3 or 4 kids by now.
hmm
You said I don't know to major things 4 or 5 times. So the people who are telling you you're mature must be in junior high. It's not an insult, man, but I'm asking you important developmental questions. First, I asked you about marriage. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe one day in the future, it turns out you want to be married by 30. That's 2 years.
I feel like there are some things that I want to work on mentally before I get married.
Okay.
Um,
That's fair.
I've been through a lot, so I want to
What's the
make sure
purpose of
that
marriage? What's the purpose of marriage in your opinion?
um companionship, um security.
You buy a dog for companionship. You get an alarm system
Yeah.
for security.
hmm
Family,
Yeah.
children. Are you prepared to be somebody's wife and their mother and then somebody's mother?
I think that I'm still working on myself emotionally and mentally.
So the answer
Definitely, because
is no.
yeah, I'm not ready yet.
All right.
No.
So are you in therapy now?
No, I'm not in therapy, but
Okay.
I listen to
Okay.
podcasts, self-help books.
No, podcasts don't do shit. You need therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy. Because man, let's start from the beginning. The clock.
Yeah.
Women, the clock makes decisions for you guys.
hmm
And at 30, so like let's say you were emotionally mature and ready. And you met a
Yes.
guy who wants to be married, marriage minded, your kind of guy. How long do you think from meeting him on day one, do you think it should take before you're engaged?
Um, I would say a year.
And how long for being engaged before you marry?
I wouldn't want it to be that long. So maybe like 2 years.
2 years of engagement? Is that what I'm hearing? 2 years of engagement?
Yeah, actually, yeah, two
Okay,
years.
so a year before you engage, 2 years engaged.
hmm
Buy a dog, die alone. That's 3 years, man.
Oh no, I mean like 2 years. Like the first year would be
That's
engaged and engaged for another year to plan, everything.
okay. That's why I asked
Yeah.
twice. But either way,
Okay.
it's still two. That's still 2 years. What do you need to be with somebody a year and engaged for a year? Are you going to be paying for your own wedding? Are you going to do it just as a piece, or are you going to have a wedding?
I definitely want a wedding for sure.
Your mother and father got the money to pay for that?
My dad, he's an engineer.
Your mother and father have the money to pay for that?
Well, my mom's not around, but she
Your
passed
father's,
away.
you're your only child?
No, I have two younger brothers.
So your father's gonna pay for your wedding?
I've never talked to him about that, actually.
So the answer is,
If I asked him, he
so if your
would.
father doesn't pay for it, who's gonna pay for it?
Um,
See, these are grown-up questions.
yeah, I know. I mean, I guess I want to get. I would have to, I guess. My husband or his family.
Yeah, that's not his
I'm
responsibility. Not his responsibility.
Yeah.
You're a modern woman. You're not a wife. You make decisions based in fear, scarcity, and lack. I mean, come on. If I met a perfect guy, the right guy, it's going to at least be 2 years before I'm married. Because I want who to see you get married? Your clients?
No.
Who? Your mom ain't going to be around. Who? Your family?
No, it's for me.
It's for your ego. Do you make
Why
the
do you
kind of money
why
to
do you
make
say
for a
that?
wedding? Do you make enough money to afford the kind of wedding you want?
No, definitely not.
Then what the French toast are you talking about? See, that's what I wanted to show you guys. This is not a black woman thing. This is a modern woman thing. You average ass women have these fanciful visions. You're not a wife and you want some guy who's to wait for you to be perfect on day one while you're in process, cool. But 2 years is too long.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has to pay for a wedding. To impress who?
Well, I mean, if I wanted a wedding, I'd probably ask my dad for that.
And you
If
still
I
gotta
can't,
pay
if I don't
for
have
it.
the money.
And what about the children
But
and family and everything? See, that's what I mean. Women today
I mean,
want weddings. They don't want marriages. They are worried about impressing other women. This is insane.
that's not necessarily true. I mean, I guess it would have to also be a discussion between me and my
It's
fiance
a
as well.
discussion between the bank. You don't make enough money to pay for this.
Yeah.
How much do you think a wedding would cost?
I don't know exactly. I know it's a lot of money. I don't know how
So
much.
you would take that away from your family and your house.
Um,
This
I
is
mean,
what
isn't that traditional? Like
you're
traditionally,
not a traditional woman. Are you a virgin?
no.
You're not a traditional woman. And I'm saying this, man, you women want traditional outcomes, weddings, white dresses, and you're schizophrenic, psychotic non-virgins with trust issues.
Hmm. Interesting.
Not interesting. You can't afford to pay, like most women, you can't afford to pay for the lifestyle you want. So a man is going to have to step into it. Either your daddy or your husband's family. I wish if you had a man who was a thorough man, what you want us to pay for wedding with you, nigga? Go find another woman. Something wrong with her. You
I don't
said,
know. I'm still working on myself financially and emotionally and mentally. So,
what's the first thing I asked you what the marriage is about? You said companionship.
oh
That's
yeah,
the
like
thing.
partnership.
There's no. You can't make this shit up.
I mean, I would love to build an empire with the man I'm with.
Build an empire, lady. You cut hair for a living.
Yeah. I mean,
Empire what?
You couldn't make
I have
it.
other goals like real estate and
Oh Jesus! He said it. Real estate, right?
why?
Real estate. She's the stylist, the stylist with the real estate. You can't make this shit up. I want an empire. An empire,
Yeah.
really? How much is the empire would you make annually? How much you think you be making annually? You and your husband together. How much do you think you be bringing home in this empire?
It depends on the man. I mean, it depends on his
Yeah, but
job.
but you got the empire. When you got the empire, when it's what you want, the empire. How much?
I don't know, maybe like 100, 200.
100, 200 as an empire?
I mean, it could
100?
start there, and it could always we
No,
could
no,
always
no. The
work it out.
empire. Empire's on $100,000.
Yeah,
What state do you live in?
New Jersey.
$100,000 in New Jersey?
Well, no,
Oh
it's
my God! Oh
gonna be
my
a lot
God!
more than that.
Oh
Maybe
my
like 500.
God!
Working for somebody else? Where am I get it? In the government? Where am I get it?
Entrepreneurs galore, wealth, empires. Man, you do hair. You cut hair. You're a barber. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not paid. You're in New Jersey. Sound like you're right along the modern path, but you want a man who's a husband to delay starting his life with his wife for 2 years so you can have some wedding that you can't afford to pay for, your family ain't gonna pay for, so your father has to take out of his retirement, or your husband is going to have, you're gonna have to go into debt for it. Then you want an empire, you're gonna start off with wedding debt. And who's gonna attend this wedding? Who are these people you're gonna impress? Because you're talking $10,000 on the low end.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, modern women have been fed this Disney fantasy where you just sit there like, well, that's what I want. That's what I want. And do you realize that you go out on the streets of New Jersey and look to your left, look to your right. All the single women want the same thing you are, but you're not virgins.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not wives. You're not even emotionally ready for a real relationship.
Yeah, I've been through a lot that I need to work on
Okay,
emotionally.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But if you were a vehicle, okay, even if you were a Ferrari, if you
Mm-hmm.
had something, what kind of price could you put on it? With all the
I
stuff,
myself?
on the stuff no, if you were a car, what kind of price? If you were a car, let's say you were a Mercedes.
Okay.
Let's say you're a 500 series Mercedes, but with the stuff you've been through, what price would you put on the 2020? What price would you put on that Mercedes? Damn sure can't be factory new.
Mm, I don't know, because I think I have a lot to offer.
Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting for it. They never want to lower their price.
No, I don't think I'm
Ma'am, you
brand
are
new. I
you are
think
a
I've
human. You're 28 and you're damaged like us all. You can't get brand new prices. You
I
said
don't
you
I
got
don't think I'm
damaging
brand
issues.
new, but
Okay, but okay, what? Okay, my point is, women never want to settle. They never want to lower their price to match what they are.
mhm.
You have a lot to offer. So this is what you tell the buyer. Hey, this Mercedes has been involved in an accident. We straightened out the frame. We fixed the transmission. We painted it. Now, and they show you a car that was damn near total before and after, and said, brand new, this car is 95,000, but we'll give it to you for 88. You'd be like, I see all this damage. Yeah, but it's fixed and it has a lot to offer. What it didn't show you is it had low miles or it had been driven a certain way. Man, you got damage and miles. And you want a high-end lifestyle. Why would a man who can afford to have an empire choose that as a wife?
Well, even if I'm working on myself, like
So
emotionally.
what? You can go get a 22-year-old who don't need work.
Well, I'm not gonna date or I'm not gonna be in a relationship unless I'm ready mentally. I'm not gonna expect the man to, you know,
What
wait
did I
for
tell
me
you
or
guys? I said you ladies better learn something real quick. You better be prepared to meet a man at his level, ma'am. At 29, at 28 years old, you're getting older. You're already in the category, and the Chinese will call you leftover women. Do you have, what kind of leverage do you have in the dating marketplace to